I'll do it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for standing by. Welcome to Evogen's first quarter 2019 results conference call. All participants are at present in listen-only mode. Following management's formal presentation, instructions will be given for the question and answer session. For operator assistance during the conference, please press *0. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded May 28, 2019. Before we begin, I would like to caution that certain statements made during this earnings conference call by Evogene's management will constitute forward-looking statements that relate to future events, risks, and uncertainties regarding business strategy, operations, and future performance and results of Evogene. I encourage you to review Evogene's filings with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and read the note regarding forward-looking statements in their earnings releases, which states that statements made in these earnings releases and in similar way on this earnings conference call that are not historical facts may be deemed forward-looking statements within the meaning of the Private Securities Litigation Reform Act of 1995. All forward-looking statements made herein speak only as of the date of the announcement of results. Many of the factors that impact whether forward-looking statements will come true are beyond the control of Evogene and may cause actual results to differ materially from anticipated results. Evogene is under no obligation to update publicly or alter our forward-looking statements, whether as a result of new information, future events, or otherwise, except as otherwise required by law. We expressly disclaim any obligation to do so. More detailed information about the risk factors potentially adversely impacting our performance can be found in our reports filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. That said, I would now like to turn over the call to Ofer Haviv, Evogene's CEO. Ofer, please go ahead.
Thank you and good day, everyone. We appreciate you joining us today for our first quarter 2019 conference call. Joining me today will be Ms. Dorit Kreiner, our CFO, and Dr. Arnon Hyman, CEO of Canonic, our subsidiary in the area of medical cannabis, which we established recently. My comments today will focus on how our strategy lends itself to value creation for Evogene shareholders. I will also review some key achievements during the past quarter. Following my comments, Arnon will give an overview of our medical cannabis subsidiary, Canonic. His remarks today will be based on the Canonic company presentation. A link to this presentation has been provided in the quarterly press release and can be also found on Evogene's website under the Investor Relations section. After Arnon's comments, Dorit will discuss our financial results for the first quarter of 2019. We will then open the call for your questions. So let's begin. Evogene's strategy is grounded on two important pillars. The first one, our unique technology, the CPB platform, provides significant value and competitive advantage for product development in various life science-based markets. The second one is that in order to maximize the commercial value of the CPB platform, we leverage it to relevant market segments with development roadblocks that can be addressed by our CPB platform. For you investors that have recently joined Evogene, I would like to give some information on the platform. Evogene's CPB platform has been designed for in silico computational prediction and characterization of genes, proteins, microbes, and small molecules based on multiple attributes that will be key to successful development and commercialization of novel life science-based products. Successfully addressing these multiple product attributes at the beginning of the discovery process, rather than one at a time during the development phase, is expected to reduce the time and cost of product development, but much more importantly, increase the probability of success. The two pillars I described earlier led us to establish our areas of activity, supported by the following organizational structure. At the heart is Evogene as technology hub, which holds the rights for the CPB platform and is responsible for both maintaining and expanding it. And then, a group of divisions and subsidiaries, each focused in different life science-based markets that have an exclusive license for the use of the CPB platform for their fields of activity, providing the main competitive advantage for the product development pipeline. Currently, we implement the CPB platform in three general life science-based markets: agriculture, human health, and life science-based industrial applications. In the field of agriculture, we have three divisions and subsidiaries. The first one, Ag Planus Ltd., formerly our Ag Chemicals division, focusing on the development of novel herbicides and insecticides. The second, Lavie Bio Ltd., formerly our Ag Biologicals division, focused on biostimulants and biopesticides. And the third one, our Ag Seeds division, focusing on insect control seed traits and yield and abiotic stress and disease-resistant seed traits, utilizing both GMO and non-GMO approaches. In the human health field, we have two subsidiaries. The first subsidiary, Biomica Ltd., with the mission of developing therapeutics based on microbes and small molecules in the area of immuno-oncology, multi-drug resistance organisms, and GI-related disorders. The second subsidiary, Canonic Ltd., focusing on developing medical-grade cannabis products through a plant genomic approach. In the broad field of life science-based industrial markets, our initial activity is through our subsidiary Casterra, which was formerly named Evofuel. Together with the announcement of our financial results today, we also announced that Evofuel was rebranded to better reflect the strategical change that the company underwent, focusing on castor oil producer for industrial use instead of on castor grower for the alternative fuel industry. We believe Evogen's value will stem from the activities and the derived value of its divisions and subsidiaries, meaning that when our divisions or subsidiaries achieve substantial milestones in their product development pipeline or announce a strategic collaborations agreement, this should be reflected in their valuation and, of course, in Evogen's valuation as well as a major shareholder. Moreover, since one of the tasks of our subsidiaries is to secure external financial resources in addition to the revenue they will generate through collaborations, third-party investment could provide color on our subsidiaries' valuation as well. A key motivation in the establishment of our subsidiaries was to enable a more management-focused and efficient path to product development. An important parameter in the success of our subsidiaries is their leadership. Most of our CEOs have been with Evogen for several years, previously filling the position of general manager of our internal divisions that later on were the basis of our subsidiary. These are professionals with years of business experience in Evogen and outside of Evogen. Under this company's leadership, each company is paving its independent path, as can be seen in each company's presentation available on our website under the Investor Relations section. I would now like to go over some selected achievements during the first quarter of 2019. The first one, establishment of Lavie Bio, our subsidiary focused on ag biologicals, aiming to improve food quality, health, and sustainability. The second, establishment of Canonic, our subsidiary focused on developing next-generation medical cannabis products, on which Anon will elaborate in a moment. The third, and as I mentioned, Evofuel was branded as Casterra to better reflect its change in business focus from the alternative fuel industry to castor oil for industrial uses. In terms of pipeline advancement, I would like to mention the following main achievement. Biomica announced the initiation of preclinical studies in its immuno-oncology program, aiming to augment current cancer therapies by adjusting patients' gut microbiome to improve response. In Ag Planus, a leading molecule family in its herbicide pipeline demonstrated in-planta proof of new mode of action, and in addition demonstrated activity on a panel of important weeds in greenhouse assays. In addition, still in Ag Planus, in its insecticide pipeline, we are happy to announce the computational identification of a new target representing a new mode of action in insect pests. Efforts are now focused on the computational prediction of molecules families that should inhibit this target. I would now like to turn over the call to Arnon to describe Canonic's activity. Arnon?
Thank you, Ofer. I would like to begin by introducing myself. My name is Arnon Heyman, and I serve as Canonic CEO, Evogene subsidiary focusing on medical cannabis products. I have been with Evogene for the last 5 years, previously serving as Vice President and General Manager of the Ag Seeds Division. My background is in biotechnology, and I hold a PhD from the Hebrew University in Jerusalem. Like Ofer mentioned at the beginning of his remarks, I would like to give an overview of our activity at Canonic. To do so, I would like to refer to Canonic's company presentation. Let's begin by turning to slide 5 to our company mission statement: to develop and bring to market medical-grade cannabis through a revolutionary genomic approach. This genomic approach is powered by our exclusive access to Evogene CPB platform and substantial genomic assets to Canonic. We believe that these assets and capabilities that we bring to the table uniquely position us to bring substantial added value to this market, as I will describe momentarily. Moving to slide 6, the cannabis market. As you are probably aware, the cannabis market is growing at a fast pace. On the left side of the slide, you can see the U.S. cannabis market forecast, reaching a projected $25 billion market by 2025. On the right, you can see the vast medical application attributed to cannabis active compounds, and only some of these applications are supported by strong clinical data. The conclusion is clear: cannabis can bring significant value and relief to many medical ailments. Now that we've understood the potential of the cannabis market, this brings me to the next slide, the key challenges we see in this market. The first challenge is metabolite yield. Yield in cannabis refers to the active compounds or metabolites found in the plant. Currently, low metabolite yield leads to higher production costs and subsequently higher costs for the patients. The second challenge is variety stability. Current cannabis lines demonstrate high variability in active compounds concentration and other desired traits. According to recent publication, when current products are taken to the lab to verify the level concentration, we see significant variability. 50% of the products will have higher concentration, 30% will have lower ones, and only a handful of products contain accurate concentration according to the label. This variability leads to inconsistent, unreliable products and a decline in consumer confidence in medical cannabis. The third challenge is medical tailored products. Finding the linkage between clinical effects and active compounds or metabolites found in the plant is a major gap in the industry today. The industry today faces difficulty in linking active compounds to clinical trial observations. Moreover, breeders over the years have pushed THC levels up for recreational use while ignoring other useful compounds. Canonic is uniquely positioned to provide solutions to these challenges by using computational power to decode the cannabis genome. Let's move on to slide 9. While current breeding efforts by others are focused on a handful of genes and unintended results are common, by using the CPB unique platform, we are able to see the whole genomic map, including essential genes, metabolite-related genes, and proprietary trait-affecting genes. With this unique perspective, we are building the genomic pathways to solve specific challenges in a precise manner. As you can see in slide 12, we initiated the development of 3 product types as follows. Meta-yield products are being designed to increase metabolite yield. Unican products are to provide stable cannabis varieties, and our precise product range is targeted at specific metabolite profiles. Our focus is on the 3 main medical indications treatment today: PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome, chronic pain, and cancer, covering 90% of current medical cannabis indications. I would like to ask you to turn to slide 14 for our milestone roadmap. This year, we are establishing our growing and research facility and expect to complete at least 2 cannabis growth cycles. Next year, we will demonstrate the first trait improvement in a cannabis line and expect to complete 3 more growth cycles. In the following year, we anticipate seeing the first improved varieties and move fast into the final product formulation processes. We believe we have a significant competitive advantage in view of our existing assets and technology. Let's turn to slide 19 for an example of this. In this case, an asset for increased yield. Cannabis active compounds are produced in small hairs on the plant flower. These small hairs are named trichomes. Canonic has full and exclusive access for cannabis to IP developed in Evogene for the increase of trichomes in plants. The picture on the right demonstrates a tomato flower before and after the successful utilization of this IP. This clear increase of trichome density and amount can lead to yield increase in the cannabis plant as well. To conclude, I can say, as Canonic CEO, that our company is well positioned today with significant technological capabilities, proprietary know-how, and a scientific approach unique to the cannabis market. I believe we will be able to advance rapidly to fulfill our product development goals and address the key market challenges. After the review of the financial results, I will be happy to answer any questions you may have. And with that, I would like to turn the call over to Dorit. Dorit?
Thank you, Arnon. I will begin by reviewing our balance sheet. Evogene continues to maintain a strong financial position with approximately $50 million in cash-related accounts and bank deposits as of March 31, 2019. This represents cash usage of approximately $4.5 million during the first quarter of 2019. The cash usage during the first quarter of 2019 includes prepaid expenses and non-recurring payments of approximately $1 million. For the full year of 2019, we estimate our net cash usage will be in the range of $16 to $18 million, assuming that none of our subsidiaries secure external financial resources such as through collaboration or external fundraising. This forecast is derived from the advancement of the company's activities to later stages of product development, which include field trials and preclinical studies provided by third parties. This effect is moderated by operating efficiencies achieved with the new corporate structure. The company does not have bank debts. Let's now turn to the statement of operations. As discussed in prior calls, Evogene revenues to date have consisted primarily of research and development revenues. These revenues represent R&D cost reimbursement and milestones under our various collaboration agreements as reflected in the cost of revenues. The majority of these agreements also provide for development milestone payments and royalties or other forms of revenue sharing from successful developed products. Gross profit for the first quarter of 2019 was approximately $0.3 million in comparison to approximately $0.1 million for the first quarter of 2018. Moving on, the R&D expenses for the first quarter of 2019 remained stable at approximately $3.5 million in comparison to the first quarter of 2018. Operating loss for the first quarter of 2019 was approximately $4.7 million in comparison to approximately $4.9 million in the first quarter of 2018. The net financing income for the first quarter of 2019 was approximately $0.9 million in comparison to net financing expenses of approximately $0.4 million in the first quarter of 2018. This increase in the first quarter is due to the translation of the Israeli shekel-nominated cash and marketable securities to US dollars, revaluation of the company's marketable securities, and interest income on bank deposits. So, the loss for the first quarter of 2019 decreased to $3.8 million in comparison to a loss of $5.4 million during the first quarter of 2018. With that said, we would like now to open up the call for any question you may have. Operator?
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will begin the question and answer session. If you have a question, please press star 1. If you wish to cancel your request, please press star 2. If you are using speaker equipment, kindly lift the handset before pressing the numbers. Your questions will be polled in the order they are received. Please stand by while we poll for your questions. I repeat, if you have a question, please press star 1. If you wish to cancel your request, please press star 2. Please stand by while we poll for your questions. The first question is from Zach Shafran of Ivy. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. Can you spend a few minutes and talk about some of the applications and how you think about the former EvoFuel business evolving in the industrial space as far as lubricants and other opportunities?
Hi, Zach. This is Ofer. Yes, I can add some color. Evogen activity is focusing today, actually I should say Castera. This is the new company name starting from last week, which reflects better the activity of this company today. And it's focused mainly on Argentina, Brazil, in these two territories, where we are working with castor oil manufacturer companies, where we are building together with them the whole pipeline from seed to oil, and we also working very closely with the company that actually is buying the oil from the oil manufacturing company. I think that there is a nice progress in both areas, especially in Argentina. There was a quite important breakthrough in this activity last year that we announced when we succeeded to develop together with a company called Fantini from Italy a harvester with a very nice result, less than 5% yield loss to harvest the castor grain. This year in Argentina, I think that we are already in a semi-commercial stage, more than 300 hectares of growing castor seed, more or less the same size also in Brazil. And I hope that next year it will be much more significant, and it will be the first year of seed sales with a reasonable number.
So I guess I'm particularly interested, once you get past that point, I mean, specifically, are you thinking that you'll have some partners, and how do you see the business evolving in terms of actual commercial applications?
Okay, so in Argentina, we are planning to work with a company called Casa. They will own a crusher factory, and we will develop the seed. We are going to sell the seed to CASA. That they will grow it in Argentina using local farmers, or they might grow it on their own land. And we are going to receive a percentage. We will receive a payment for the seed, but more important, we are going to receive a percentage from the oil sold by CASA. This is the structure that we are working on.
Thank you.
If there are any additional questions, please press star 1. If you wish to cancel your request, please press star 2. Please stand by while we poll for more questions. The next question is from William Hyman of Highbar Bioscience. Please go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon. I had a question relative to your cannabis endeavor, and that is, why wouldn't you think of partnering that program now to get in a substantial amount of money that could provide you some real backbone and give you and give all your other subsidiaries. You wouldn't have to raise money for a long time, and it's such a hot area right now. And you wouldn't have to give away the store. You could give away part of it. I'm thinking, relative to my investment in Compugen, where they never really gave any of the earlier stage molecules. They never collaborated on any of them, and now they're running very low on cash. So why are you following that same? Even though you have $50 million in cash, why are you following that same formula, which led to problems for them?
Hi, William. This is Arnon. I would like to split our answer to two. One is your questions about partnering, and the second about investment. I will answer about the partners and strategic activity that we do, and I will let Ofer talk about future investment and our strategy in this field. So, yes, we are in contact with several strategic partners, both in Israel and abroad. I cannot go into too many details about those negotiations, but I can say that since we've established Canonic and announced the fact that we are working in this field, so there's a huge interest, and some of the partners that we talk with, we see several very, very interesting opportunities, and I do believe that this is a very important path to take, to partner and collaborate in this field. As for the part of looking into investment in the near future, I would ask Ofer to answer this specific question.
Yes, thank you. So, as you mentioned, the good news is that due to our nice balance in the cash balance we have, there is no rush to raise money, and we decided that to invest the first tranche from Evogen budget, but it doesn't mean that if we will receive an interesting proposal for equity investment in Canonic, we will not consider this in a positive way. I'm not saying that we are now active in looking for investment, but it's a very hot area. I think that there is more money than interesting opportunity. And this is something that could happen sooner than what we expected. I can see Canonic looking in more aggressively for fundraising somewhere at the first half of 2020. And the reason is that I would like to be in a position that we succeed to conduct at least 3 to 4 growth cycle, and I think that then the valuation that we could receive will address our expectation. So bottom line, yes, collaboration and access to funds through this collaboration is something that we are already on it. And with the equity investment, we are not pursuing it aggressively. Probably it will start mid next year or maybe a little bit earlier. But if something will happen till then, we won't say no. It really depends on valuation and terms.
So that makes sense. Why did this is? I don't know if you can answer this, but presently the shares seem to be selling below their cash value, or at least close to it. And why do you think, with all this news, particularly about the cannabis division, where you get a couple of days of very heavy volume, that there's just absolutely no follow through, no interest, no coverage by Wall Street? What is it that the company can do better that will help get some recognition? Because right now you're basically, with all due respect, you're looking at an uninvestable security unless you're an individual or some very tiny fund or some special fund or whatnot. No one's going to invest in a company of this market cap, and it seems to me that at these levels, there's some disproportionate the relationship between what appears to be some strong value to the company and the value of the shares seems to be disproportionately low. And how do you expect to address, getting some either coverage or recognition or just some publicity that would establish you as a bona fide company? Because when you're selling, you must excuse my bluntness, but when you're selling at $1.70 or wherever it is, you're basically an option. It's not really a stock. So how do you expect to address this?
So first, you can be. I'm sure that you can guess that it's not something that we are ignoring, and it's not something that we are discussing also at the board level. The reason that for the current market situation, I'm not sure that I have a good explanation. I think that mainly it's because we moved to this new structure that, to our belief, will generate a significant value to our shareholders in the next few years, starting from mid next year. And I think that now when what we promised that we are going to conduct is really taking place, I really hope that the market will start to realize the valuation of each company by itself. And if you add the value of each company by itself, I think that you are getting to numbers that the current market, at least to my opinion, is ridiculous. How we are going to handle the situation? So I think that there is two ways in order to improve it. The first one is hopefully announcement that will start to come from our subsidiaries, such as collaborations, phase advancement, and also equity investments in some of our subsidiaries. And I hope that we see some of them will happen during this year. And we are working very hard in order to make it happen. And the second one, I think that we need to work much harder on IR activity. I think that we need to come to the state much more often and to meet with the capital market, with the investors, to present the new Evogene story, because for many of the people, I think that what they have in their imagination is Evogene as a GM seed company, where we are completely different company today. So I think that when we share the new vision, targets, current activity, and potential value for the investment community, I really hope that things will change together with the press release we are expecting to see in the near future.
Well, that sounds promising. I do think it would be beneficial to the company, without stating the obvious, if you had a good IR firm. or PR firm, because they're most of them. Please pardon me, but most of these firms are worthless. There are a few which really stay connected, and I would be happy to recommend some that I've had some very good experience with in the past, and I hope that you don't follow, again, the same path that Compugen followed with their attempt of getting some PR or whatever. I look forward to following the developments of the company, and good luck with your new game plan, and onward into battle.
Thank you very much, and I really hope that from quarter to quarter we will all have bigger smiles on our face. So, and it needs hard work, and we are ready to do so.
Thank you very much.
There are no further questions at this time. Before I ask Mr. Ofer Haviv to go ahead with his closing statement, I would like to remind participants that a replay of this call is scheduled to begin 2 hours after the conference. In the U.S., please call 1-888-326-9310. In Israel, please call 03-9255904. Internationally, please call 972-392-55904. Mr. Haviv, would you like to make your concluding statement?
Thank you. I would like to thank everyone that participated in the call today. I would like to end by saying that we appreciate the support of our loyal shareholders and the continuing confidence in the company. Thank you and good day.
Thank you. This concludes Evogene's first quarter 2019 results conference call. Thank you for your participation. You may go ahead and disconnect.